Here we go, friends. Fasten your seatbelts. We're going on another Kali Yuga ride, or excuse me, conversation. So welcome. I have been in receptive mode for this morning, leading up to what we're gonna do today. So you are really encouraged. I really encourage you to share. In fact, I'm going to write this in the comment. Please share. Okay, if the comment will let me write. Let's see. Boy. I'm not good. Oh, there we go. So please. Hey, Philippa, nice to see you. Been a while. Katie, welcome. Good morning. Please ask questions and offer feedback. This is a conversation. All right. And if you are interested in, I think I'm on week 5 now, maybe, of these Kali Yuga conversations. And they are all up on YouTube. So here you go. There is the link. You are welcome to enjoy those as whenever you want, and subscribe to my YouTube, because the more of you that are subscribed, the better quality I can give you. So I just want to start in centering myself and inviting you to center yourself, because with our intentions, we can enter this beautiful Shakti temple together right now. It's definitely been a very exciting time. We have the 4-week course going on, Inner Realms of the Yogini Temple Dancer, along with the Odissi choreography class, bridging this ancient Yogini lineage with the ancient Dakini lineage. So you've got India and Tibet, the 2 Yogini lineages from both traditions. And then we're bringing it into the Indian classical dance form. And our conversations, our practice, our sadhana together has been, I mean, it's like one of the best things that's ever happened in my life, seriously. It's been so amazing. And so what I'm gonna offer you right now is a taste of what we've been doing. Lots of Shakti. And actually, I'm gonna read my teacher, who has taught me more about Shakti than anyone else, my Yogini teacher. I'm just going to read straight from her book and let you drink from her Amrita, from her Kapalapatra, her skull cup of the Yogini. So we're going to get to that in a moment. But just to let you know, part of my guidance to push me to do these Kali Yuga conversations, one was leading up to, here is the 4-week course we're in right now, which you are welcome to join anytime. The videos you have maybe forever, as long as the internet exists. But you're welcome to join in anytime, and then you could join us live next week. So here is that information. So part of the reason why I started the Kali Yuga conversations, hey Miss Bliss, great to have you here, was one, to lead us into this 4-week beautiful course that we're in. And now the Kali Yuga conversations are to complement the course, as well as gift anyone who's not in the course some of this beautiful Shakti. So those of you who are in this amazing 4-week course, I just put that link right there. Those of you who are in there and attended on Tuesday, you will know, in regards to Shakti, Shakti is our power, vitality. All living beings have Shakti. But for women, because we are designed, we have the feminine form, and Shakti is the female universal energy, our capacity to use it, to learn how to cultivate it and use it, is, we have an advantage because we're designed for that. So those of you who were there Tuesday, we talked about the technology of adornment, the ancient yogic technology of adornment. Why you see all the statues wearing bracelets, anklets, earrings, silver belt, tilaka, black eyes, wrapped hair, all these wonderful things we talked about on Tuesday, this Shakti technology, how to, one, step on the path of the yogini, two, commit ourselves to disciplined practice, which is sadhana, which I'm going to talk about today. And then three, how to maximize our sadhana and our body, mind, energy. And so one of the primary ways when we step on this yogini path is the sadhana, is the discipline and practice of the adornment technology. Because if our body is the vehicle, our energy is the fuel, we want to do the best to be efficient with the fuel. And so like a pressure cooker, if you're cooking in India, they use pressure cookers. And it's a very strong pot, so the form is thick and strong. It can take a lot of heat. And then there's a lid, and not just a lid that pops on and could like bounce around if it got too hot. They actually screw that lid on tight, and then they turn it on high. And what happens when you use a pressure cooker? It really cooks off the fat and makes a strong tapas, a strong heat, a strong yogic heat. And that is what we're doing. And then nothing escapes, by the way. So none of the essence dissolves and like goes who knows where. None of the wonderful rich scent disappears and disperses. Everything stays in there. And what is, in regards to what we're talking about with the body, the vehicle, the Shakti, the fuel, the energy, and now this analogy of the pot, you're cooking down to essence. And that's what we're getting to. We're getting to our original essence. And so sadhana, being the yogic practice, the discipline, ideally a daily discipline, and in fact, when you really step on this path and run with it, it's a lifestyle. To really make the most of any discipline, practice, a lifestyle is optimum to be at the foundation. So today, let me look at my little list. Today, so my post said, words from my precious Yogini teacher. We're going to get into Shakti, which I'm going to read from her book in a moment, and sadhana, discipline for ripening our body, mind, energy. And why, how does this relate to Kali Yuga and this specific time in his and her story on the planet? So you probably have noticed we're living in a very abnormal, unpredictable time. And the more we can stay steady in body, mind, energy, the more we can navigate from our empowered wisdom place. And that's not just for ourselves, but we can also be a totem or a beacon or a sense of ground for those around us. Some of us have children, you're having to navigate for your children. Some of us have elderly and you're having to navigate for your elderly. And then there's also just navigating for yourself and with decisions that maybe you've never addressed before. You've never had to make decisions like this before. So if you are wanting to create the most grace and ease in your life, both the choices you make on the external and your experience on a moment-to-moment basis, empowering yourself, tapping into your reservoir of energy, power, Shakti, is optimum right now. And the other amazing thing is a lot of us are kind of locked in. I mean, I'm going in week 9. I'm actually taking a bit of a breath, not feeling so locked down. But if you're in places where it's really important to stay inside, then you're in a perfect opportunity to start a disciplined practice of body, mind, energy, and to cultivate that rhythm in your life. So before the gates open and everyone starts running around and getting into their life again, really contemplate, what would you like to be a bit different? What would you like to get rolling, to put some roots in the ground before the world takes over your pace again? So that's part of why today we're going to talk about sadhana. Look at all these cute hearts floating around. Thanks, friends. So that's why we're going to talk about sadhana. But before we talk about sadhana, we're going to talk about Shakti. So here we go. From my master teacher, she just makes me weep, really. Okay. So in Sanskrit, the word Shakti has multiple layers of meaning. And there's many layers that you can actually go. So in the Yogini traditions, both from India and Tibet, they have survived for possibly longer than we have actual record on, but they have survived to now because of Hillary Nichols. I love you. Ari Golden. Oh my gosh, I have a powerhouse collection of people here. Love, love, love. Old school soul sisters in the house. So the reason why, or one of the reasons why we have the great fortune today in 2020 to access, not just access, but to actually immerse ourselves in these lineages, traditions, practices, sadhanas, is because they have been transmitted from teacher to student in secrecy and trust. Because the power in the wrong hands can, fill in the blank. So, and they're just very misunderstood traditions. So part of their safety to continue has been in secrecy. So we have the outer language, which we're going to read from, the inner language and the secret language as you go deeper in the traditions and the teachers trust you more and share more. And then also just the traditions and the texts and the practices start just opening. As the practitioner ripens, these things just start opening more and more naturally.